Speaking of intelligence, Marco Mendicino, I joked a few weeks ago that when on the firearms file, when gun owners talk about 22, they're referring to a caliber. When Marco Mendicino uses 22, he's referring to his IQ, which I think is being a little bit generous there. Here's a guy who, by all accounts, had a decent career as a lawyer, and now that he's in politics is just this like fumbling, flailing fool that seems to bungle every single file. Every single file he touches, whether it's being the public safety minister during the convoy, whether it's the firearms file, and now the corrections portfolio. Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservatives, has basically come out with a laundry list of reasons why he thinks Mendicino needs to resign over this. Take a look.
This is not the first time Mr. Mendicino has lied to Canadians. I have a list. You need a list because it's hard to keep track. He lied saying that the police had asked him to bring in the Emergencies Act. They did not. He misled a federal judge by backdating documents. He admitted in committee that the RCMP was using spyware to gain information on Canadians. He lied that the Safe Third Country agreement was working. He claimed it was impossible to close Roxham Road, something that has now happened. He claimed that his amendments would not ban hunting rifles. And then later on, he had to admit that they did ban hunting rifles and reverse those amendments. He said that the CSIS report on Michael Chong's family being targeted by a former government never left CSIS. We now know that the documents went from CSIS to the Prime Minister's National Security Advisor. He claimed there were no more Chinese-controlled police stations in Canada. Now we know there are at least 2. And he lied about his knowledge that Paul Bernardo was being moved from a maximum security penitentiary to a medium security penitentiary, something that he has the power to stop. These are too many lies. It's one lie too many. It is time for Marco Mendicino to resign.
I should warn you, I had read a summation of that line before, and I hadn't actually watched the clip. And when I realized that I was throwing to a clip of a list of evidence supporting Marco Mendicino's incompetence, I was worried it might actually fill up the whole show.